Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. LA32. Okay. My announcement today is there's a surge class starting at Friday, for the next 4 Fridays, September 5th, 8th, 12th, 18th, and 25th. It'll be at the Wine Grove Center in downtown LA, 566 South Los Angeles. And this is going to be from 8 in the morning till 12 on Friday, September 5th, 12th, 18th, 25th, and everyone is required to finish perfect attendance in all the 9 modules in order to get a certificate, and that's it. Short and sweet. There's some space for it. Contact the LAFD website for information. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, just because I'm trying to take minutes, can you clarify, it was a CERT class, and where is it held?
Wine Guard Center, 566 South Los Angeles Avenue in downtown Los Angeles. 8 to 12 on 4 Fridays. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Akimoto. And next we have Dr. Tom Williams.
Good evening. Public comment from Tom Williams. Don't need to use doctor out here. So, 710. Has anyone heard what's happening on 710? Not much. They're very, very quiet. But they have included part of El Sereno, that is north of Valley Boulevard, within the construction site. So people in Alhambra and Griffles will be impacted by the construction if it is eventually approved. Who knows? Probably long after me. But anyway, the central issue there is that this neighborhood council got CD14 representative to put forward 2 resolutions. Eventually, they came out to say no construction into Lincoln Heights, no construction into Atwater Village and Cypress Park, no construction into Glassville Park. And they said that there would be no construction basically in LA32 Neighborhood Council. That is, all construction would be south of Valley Boulevard. Now, they're reinterpreting it and saying, no, we want to go at least 500 feet, which will be the biggest and the deepest, into LA32. So what we need to do is have a clear understanding with Quasar and others that LA32 doesn't get any construction. That is, everything has to be in Alhambra. They want it, they get it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. So we do have quorum now. Can we go ahead and go back to roll call opening remarks, or should we finish with public comment? I'm going to go ahead and go back.
Bella, let me play the movie. Bella, do you want me to play the movie?
I'm sorry, bear with me. I'm going back 2 minutes.
Mommy said she would give me candy and enjoy at home. Come on, Bella. Come on, Bella.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Board members, hello. We do have quorum now. We're going to go ahead and start. We need to take a roll call. Listen, because Raymond's not here to do roll call, can I just note everybody who's here?
Just call out their names to ensure that you can
I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my minutes. Okay. We have Gamaliel Andrade.
Present.
Angela Duarte. Augie Rodriguez. Adam Prieto. Sasha Ai. How do you? Chris.
Present.
Nicholas Carrillo. Marlene Fonseca is here. Michelle Crisantes. Cynthia Sandoval. And Ruben Chavez. Ruben Chavez.
Here. Usually, President will lead this whole
Capricia Vallecillo. Where are you? Okay, so we do have quorum. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for attending. Can we please stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance?
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Marlene Fonseca. I'm the president of LA 32 Neighborhood Council. On behalf of the board, I'd like to welcome you all here tonight. Thank you for joining us for this evening's meeting. Board members, welcome back, and thank you for your attendance and your service as well. Copies of the agenda are available in the back. They detail everything that's going to be covered in tonight's meeting. There's also speaker cards back there. If you do wish to speak in public comment or on any agenda-specific item, we ask that you complete a speaker card and bring it up to us. Every person will have 2 minutes each to speak on each item, including public comment. No more than 30 minutes will be devoted to public comment. If there are more than 15 speakers, I'll have to shuffle the cards, and the first 15 will be able to speak. That's if everybody takes their 2 minutes. Board members, during our discussion time, you also are going to be limited to 2 minutes of speaking time and 2 times to speak on a single item. We do have a number of items to get through on tonight's agenda. And if you could please turn on the record. I also need to remind everybody of our code of civility. Board members and stakeholders are asked to conduct themselves in a professional and civil manner at all times and to treat each other with respect. It's okay to disagree, have difference of opinions. They're all welcome and should be expressed in a civil manner, without anger and without verbal attacks. There should never be any use of derogatory language here. That's unacceptable. It's not going to be tolerated. Everyone, including board members, are only to speak when they have the floor and are recognized by the chair, which is myself today. Nobody else should be speaking when somebody has the floor. When your 2 minutes are up, please conclude your sentence and stop. Anybody interfering with the conduct of the neighborhood council meeting by continuing to speak out of order and or disrupting the meeting will be subject to discipline if you're a board member and or removal if you're a stakeholder. Lastly, I, as the president, do want to put out a message. I need to address an ongoing issue that has been taking place outside of our meetings that has been counterproductive to the community as a whole. I'm speaking specifically about the social media websites and our blogs that have been circulating in our community. Both have contained slanderous material about board members and stakeholders. Us board members have vowed to serve our community and do so on a voluntary basis to help progress our neighborhoods, not to be engulfed by these negative tactics. Our time is valuable. I'm speaking personally for myself as well as every other board member here. We have careers and we have families to tend to. I'm sorry, I have a number of things here. I chose to serve my community knowing how much work it would be, as well as others on this board did. For myself personally, because I know I can accomplish things, I knew that a few of you would take every opportunity that you can to put forth what you may perceive as negative information For me personally, that's not going to deter me. Humility builds character. But I'm an adult. Children are off limits. I'm speaking for everybody on this board. Posting pictures and or untrue comments, names of minor children is not going to be tolerated. It's not kosher. It's not what anybody should be doing. It's not going to be tolerated by myself or for anybody else on this board. I'm going to say one more time, and I'm going to ask nicely that you remove photos of my children, information of other board members' children, names of other board members' children, and false allegations of any of our board members. We were elected by you to work in unison with this community, not to work against the community. And these types of tactics are completely counterproductive to everything that we've put ourselves up here to do. I think as a community, working with the stakeholders is a priority, as well as the stakeholders working and supporting the neighborhood council, if you truly want to see the community progress and see things done. Otherwise, there's really no point. I don't even know where my notes are at this point, but I'm just gonna say, speaking for myself personally, again, I'm an adult. Keep my kids out of this. Keep everybody's kids out of this. And I would ask that if you are gonna do any sort of reporting, please get your facts straight. Allegations are not reportable. Facts are. Thank you. I'm sorry if that took too much time, but we are going to go ahead and proceed with public comment now.
I'm sorry, before you proceed with public comment, I know you made a comment about your situation.
I'm sorry, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
I did want to say that, yeah, I did. Social media websites, and I'm including everyone on the board. I don't know how much people want to disclose about what's going up about themselves, but social media websites, including the Facebook page that was up, us as board members did everything we could. I don't know how many of us reported it. I know I did. I know a number of other board members did. I know it was taken down because it did contain slanderous material. It was counterproductive material. It was ridiculous material that was up. The same goes for other things. I may not have control of what goes up on the other websites. I'm just saying if we're trying to work together as a community, that's counterproductive. And we did what we could do to protect the stakeholders with that website. Anything else?
Well, I know that you made several comments about your children and you didn't want to be personally felt attacked, but I think many of us were also in the same situation, including myself, which, thank God, Facebook took it down. So just a comment is those couple of, relatives, and I know we don't have control over board members, family members being inclusive on trying to these unnecessary childish attacks against board members, but I want to make sure that the community is aware that we shouldn't be condoning anyone trying to attack any of the board members. Just as you had said, we're here to try to help and serve our community, and that was really unnecessary. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Okay, Mr. Cabrera, you're up for public comment.
Good evening, Madam President, board members, and members of the audience. I just want to give you an update on our newspaper. We have a deadline which is coming up this Sunday for September 7th. That's going to be your deadline for your President's message and also for Capricia. I believe you have your message on there too. And just wanted to give you a heads up. Our newspaper is doing so good that we have another 16-pager coming up for the October-November issue. And I just wanted to inform the public too that this time we're also requesting that we need more volunteer help to pass out our paper. Our issue will be out in the first week of October. So if you're still interested in helping us volunteer to pass out the paper, see me after this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Ann Porter?
I'm a little shorter than the other people. Good evening, my name is Ann Porter, and I'm a member of the Los Angeles Area Leadership Team of the Move to Amend Coalition. This is a national coalition working for a constitutional amendment that establishes that corporations are not people, money is not speech, and we should be able to regulate campaign contributions. The Los Angeles City Council and about a dozen neighborhood councils, including this one back a year or so ago, passed resolutions in support of such an amendment. And tonight I'm here to tell you about a short video that our local group has recently created to further educate our communities about this issue. It's 7.5 minutes. You can see it on YouTube, and it's called A Question of Personhood. And we have worked to make it entertaining as well as informative. I'd like to pass these flyers around. We hope you'll enjoy it and find it worth sharing with people you know. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Porter. I missed the name. Is it on there? No, it's called A Quest to what?
A question of personhood.